Good afternoon, everyone. I am from Shahjahan from the National University. My research topic is catalytic growth of diameter control single carbon nanotube. Carbon nanotube first reported by Eisenberg. It is a cylinder formed by rolled graphene sheet. Its diameter remains nanometer scale. There are two types of carbon nanotubes: single wall carbon nanotube and multi-wall carbon nanotube. Multi-wall carbon nanotube have more than one tube, concentric tube. Single wall carbon nanotube exists as carbon rope of many tubes together for bondable. Carbon nanotube is applied in a different field: field emission display, secondary battery, fuel cell, switching device, nanoscale wire of T for MEMS, AFM, STM. Arc research and laser evolution is good method for best type of carbon nanotube production, but these two methods is very expensive and the productivity is also very low. But catalytic chemical vapor deposition process is a moderate conditions process, and the growth productivity is also very high. We use this process in our work. We use the magnesium supported cobalt molybdenum bimetallic catalyst. We prepared catalyst by impregnation method. Objective of this work is catalytic growth of single wall carbon nanotube by RTCVD reactor, standardization of catalyst for large scale growth, growth of single wall with diameter control, purification of nanotube and field emission properties of carbon nanotube. This is the RTCVD reactor for growing carbon nanotube. This is the growth sequence. At first, we activated the catalyst around 500 degrees C for 1 hour in hydrogen atmosphere, and then elevated the temperature up to 800 degrees, and we grow carbon nanotube from decomposition of acetylene at that temperature. Table 1 shows the recent catalytic single wall growth data. We see there used different monometallic or bimetallic supported catalysts in different temperature and different carbon source for production. We see from this table, this monometallic catalyst single wall selectivity is very low. When the bimetallic catalyst, the single wall selectivity rapidly increase. With increasing temperature, low temperature, the single wall selectivity also increase. In our work, we use cobalt molybdenum magnesium supported catalyst. We investigated metal loadings 5% to 40%. From this data, we find catalyst containing more than 20% metal loading. Nanotube growth rate is very high. Single wall selectivity also we achieved more than 90% for 20% metal loading catalyst, but for 30% metal loading catalyst, single wall selectivity around 85%. Figure 1 shows the estimate data for carbon nanotube grown in different catalysts. For figure A and B, we see that most of the amorphous carbon is this is for 5% metal loading catalyst. This is for 10% metal loading catalyst. For 20, 30, and 40% metal loading catalyst. In this figure, we find from 20 to metal loading catalyst, the high density carbon nanotube produced with the low amorphous carbon. Figure 2 shows the thermal analysis of carbon nanotube. A shows the 20% metal loading catalyst grow carbon nanotube. B shows the 30% metal loading carbon nanotube. Complete the thermal differential thermal analysis. We see there is three step-wise, three-step carbon decomposition temperature around 200 degree, 500 degree, and 900 degree. From this differential thermal analysis, we can say our carbon nanotube is a mixture of amorphous carbon, single wall carbon nanotube, multi-wall carbon nanotube, or graphitized carbon nanoparticle. But from PCA result, we find that more than 90% white loss arises in between 450 to 600. That is the single wall fraction of this of our product. From figure B, differential thermal analysis indicating that the amorphous fraction is lower than the 20% metal loading product. But the multi-wall or nanoparticle fraction is higher than 20% product. Figure 3 shows the Raman spectrum of carbon nanotube different catalysts grown. From this figure, we see this is the radial breathing mode and the shoulder tip of tangential Z-band indicate confirm the formation of single wall carbon nanotube. We know the radial breathing mode frequency is inversely proportional to nanotube diameter. Figure B presents the radial breathing mode frequency distribution. From this figure, we see that 5% and 10% catalyst produced carbon nanotube have the highest intense peak arose at around 286 per centimeter. This peak disappears for higher metal loading catalyst, but for 40% metal loading catalyst, the highest intense peak arose at around 262 per centimeter. From this result, we can conclude that very thin diameter carbon nanotube can be produced within metal loading 10%, 5 to 10%. For higher metal loading, the diameter of nanotube increases. So we can choose the specific metal loading in our catalyst to control the carbon nanotube diameter. Figure 4 shows the cyclic diagram for carbon nanotube produced 30% catalyst. The uniform cyclic diagram is an indication of single wall carbon nanotube. Figure 5 shows the capacity of single wall carbon nanotube electrode with metal loadings in catalyst. We see with higher metal loading, the very high capacity also increases of the electrode, which is the indication of which is the similar result we described previously in our 8%. Figure 6 shows the purified carbon nanotube. Purified carbon nanotube by nitric acid, 30% nitric acid for 24 hours. After purification and drying, this figure indicating that almost the carbon nanotube is agglomerate. But when we end this carbon nanotube around 300 degree for 30 minutes, the nanotube regain its structure. This is the XRD of 30% catalyst, nanotube, raw nanotube and purified nanotube. From these two figures, we see that carbon 002 with metal and metal oxide field also present. But for purification sample, all metal and metal oxide field is disappeared. So we can conclude the purified sample is metal free. This is the PGA of purified carbon nanotube. We find that the residue oil less than 5%, which is the metal in purified sample. Field emission experimental examination of 30% metal using dome carbon nanotube. From IVCAR, we see that the turnout voltage very low, around 0.007 volt, and 1.5 volt. The current density is around 10 microampere. The linear relation of FM plot indicating the current relating here is emission current only. This is the 10 result of carbon nanotube producing 30% metal loading. We see this bundle type single wall carbon nanotube as well as some multi-wall carbon nanotube and some amorphous carbon also present. We can conclude large amount of single wall carbon nanotube can produce successfully in bimetallic supported catalyst in RPCB. The nanotube is bundle type, and with higher metal loading, the nanotube also increases. Good quality carbon, high density carbon nanotube can be produced with 20 to 30% metal loading catalyst. Single wall diameter 0.78 nanometer is abundant only for catalyst loading 5 to 10%. But for 40% metal loading catalyst, the abundant pure diameter is 0.85 nanometer. The regular CV charge discharge without any specific redox potential indicating the single wall carbon nanotube. The charge discharge capacity is a linear relationship between carbon nanotube. We can find almost pure single wall carbon nanotube with mild mineral acid treatment. We can use mass production of single wall carbon nanotube in low cost by using these high performance bimetallic supported catalysts.
Thank you. Now this paper is open. Any question or comments?